welcome to episode 4 of the Backrooms series. We are building an absolute mega project all based around the Backrooms. And the final POV is going to be this epic, short film with, voice acting, sound effects, visual effects. It's going to be nuts. And we are a fair amount of ways through it. In the last episode, we finished up level 188, building the endless hallway, Kitty's room, and also level fun. And also, you may notice, I've actually done something a little bit different here in between episodes. I raised the entire room up. It used to just be these 2 windows, but I was feeling like it felt a bit odd, so I just increased it by enough when I feel like it looks a lot better. It feels very much more, big. But finishing that level brings us all the way through this hallway and into the next level. Now, you guys have probably been wondering what level I'm gonna do, and I bet not a lot of you guys have actually heard it because I didn't. But about a bajillion years ago, I did a live stream building this park. In fact, it was actually building this level, level 94. Where's all the lights gone? This is so dark. I was building this level where Glattermation donated over $100 for me to build level 19. What the freak? What the? Whoa! Which, if you don't know, is basically an old attic. That's all it is. So I also did some more research into this level, and it's not just an old attic. There's a certain type of monster in there which is pretty cool, which are moths. That's cool. We could do something with moths. But the thing that piqued my interest the most is that you hear voices in this level. You get voices in your head when you're in this level, which I think could be an insane thing to try and play around with. So yeah, level 19, a big attic. I feel like it could fit perfectly right here. So let's get to it. All right, the first thing that we need to do is actually build this coaster. Now, this would of course be a level transition, which is just a bunch of black walls, but I am just going to bring it down a bit, and I'm just going to wrap it around here because I want you to enter the level at this sort of direction. Now, don't worry about this bit, no one's going to see it. All we need to do now is just grab these black primitives. So yeah, literally just a whole bunch of black primitives like this. I'll see you in a second when I've done all that. All right, there we go. I just finished placing all of the black primitives, and yeah, it's just really to block off the view from the coaster, to not break the immersion. But now it's time to actually get started on level 19. And in all the reference images, here they are on the screen. They're just, attics. They're nothing crazy. It's just it looks like a normal attic. But in all the reference images, it looks very claustrophobic. And I really want to try and hammer down that feel. Because at the moment, nearly every single level we've built so far is really big and open. Which, I mean, isn't a bad thing. But I feel like to mix it up a bit, we should have a really, narrow and claustrophobic level. Which I think could be perfect for the attic. I feel like the roof could literally just go there. So this is what it will look like in the POV. Very squished. We could actually just squish the roof down a bit more. I feel like it's around this wide. It could be pretty cool. So let me just add all the walls in. Okay, let's just try and nail down this room because then we should be able to just copy and paste it and then just change it up so it doesn't look copy and pasted, if you know what I mean. So first of all, the colors. The floor seems to be a proper, insulated floor. It's just got a lot of that fluffy stuff. I don't know. I don't have an attic. I have no idea what it's called. I feel like that couldn't be a bad texture, maybe. We could just have the walls to be all black metal. And then we build in all of the support beams. Let's do this real quick. And then the sort of the roof supports are going at an angle like this. Yeah, that looks about right, to be fair. Okay, so now if I copy and paste this, just like so, I don't know how great this is gonna look. We're definitely gonna need something over here. Would that just work? Yeah, I feel like that would make sense, right? Just the exact same, but just flipped over. But does that just feel too, weird? I try my best to look at reference images, but I'm not really seeing a ton of support. And when I do, they look like this. How does that help me? Okay, you know what? I don't think the wall trick's gonna work. I might actually have to put proper wooden planks in the walls. I thought I could make it look like an endless void with the metal walls, but I don't think so. We could actually just make the walls a lot darker, sure. Wait, hold on. Wouldn't the roof be there? Right? Yeah, yeah. Because it's an attic and it's holding up the roof. Sure. Yeah, here it is. This looks really ominous, which I guess is a good thing. But this is looking pretty basic. So to spice the things a little bit up, I am once again going to use Kasyty's trash blueprint kit. I'll leave it in the description down below. It's got a whole bunch of just trash, which are really helpful for, attics. So I'm just going to yoink, these debris bits right here and whack them in the floor. Then I will actually add some cardboard boxes just chilling here. And yeah, just as simple as that, could add a lot. And some more things that I am going to actually add in here. I'm just going to be a few cones like this, just growing up, or going up, not growing, but going up of these wooden planks here. We could just add some moss, just to add just a little bit of color in here, just to give it that really old vibe, just as simple as that. I'm just gonna try and add that just around the place. Okay, here we are. And it has sort of transformed this room just by adding a few little cones to sort of act as like moss or grass growing up the sides of these support beams. Just adds so much more detail, and also making some of the beams a bit more angled than the others. Just make it look a bit more abandoned and just aged. And overall, I really like how this looks. And I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna, you know, extend it. Simply by just grabbing this room and then just copy and pasting it. Literally just like this. And look how cool that looks. Oh, now this is creepy. Oh yeah, if this doesn't give you claustrophobic vibes, then I do not know what will. But I don't want this to just be a straight hallway. I also want this to sort of like turn, but I have no idea how to do that because you don't really have a turn in an attic, do you? I've just copy and pasted it and rotated, and I mean, we could literally just get rid of these support beams. And to be fair, that's not a bad way to try and change the direction of this. I just gotta fix this hole right here. And yeah, that's not a bad way to do it. And it's nothing crazy, but it works, and I think it looks pretty nice. And you know what? I'm just gonna build the rest of the base layout, literally just like, well, this, of this entire level. I don't know when it will end up. I think probably around here it will end. So we've still got a fair bit to do. So you know what? Let's get into our time lapse.
Don't stop.
Okay, now we have finished the basics of this level. As you can see, we've got the hallway. You guys already know this. And you can turn over to here. But it's actually a bit of cave fallen into the attic. And the reason why I did this is just to make it look a bit more interesting, just for a little bit of detail. Instead of it all just being completely just attic. And then we actually have my mannequin right here, which we will replace with just some random person. But they are dead. Yes, but they have left a message for us right here, which I need to actually put in. That's why there's an image here. We just put this ID in. There we go, we get that. That doesn't look the greatest. The guy who is sadly dead here has left a message for us, saying to stay out of the dark. Because I thought it'd be cool if you come over here in the POV, and you see this, and you're like, what, stay out of the dark? And then you go, continue on, and you see this. A really long hallway, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, which you think is the exit to get out of this place. But before then, you have to go into the dark. Then in the dark, there'll be like a whole bunch of like voices in your head trying to get at you. And I think it could be a really intense and cool part of this ride. But anyway, we have finished the base of this level, level 19, but we haven't finished it. What we gotta do now is add all the little details. Basically, we need to add everything that'll make this level look 1,000 times better. And I actually want to build something at the end of this tunnel. That something is literally just a really bright yellow wall. Or was yellow the best color? You could maybe do like a cream sort of color. Yes. So that it doesn't look like you're just walking into a wall, and instead you're actually going into the light. Oh no, that's much better. I just put a light orb behind it. And it has transformed it. Okay. Really, that makes it look so cool. Okay. I'm also going to add a whole bunch more of these debris from Kasity's trash cans. We 100% got to add some around these rocks. And oh yeah, well, I just realized I didn't actually explain that this isn't the exit. I didn't clarify that. In the POV, you think it's the exit, but it's actually not. It's just a trap for the backrooms to trap you in the rooms and even more. And now we got to do the very tedious job of placing a bajillion cones. Hopefully the item limit doesn't kill me. So 3, 2, 1. Alright. As you can see, we have now placed down all of the moss, the cones, everywhere. Every single nook and cranny, even in this area. You can't even see them, so I don't really know why I did it here. But all the way up until the light. Another cool thing about the light is that it is the actual exit to this level. In the actual Backrooms lore, I also sort of not really. We didn't fix this. This still looks a bit odd. I don't know how to fix it. If anybody knows any image tricks I can do to make this look better, because I mean, it looks alright. It's nothing crazy, but it's supposed to look like just like blood drawn on, you know? I also added like these help, die, sort of as this person was going a bit crazy before he died, and I also added a whole bunch of blood just for a bit more realism. Oh wait, there we go. I was wondering why it didn't have any textures. So yeah, that's a bit better. The only thing we have left to do now is, I think you know what it is. We gotta cover up this entire track with just a few primitives like this, just all the way up here towards the light. So I'll see you when I've done that, because I mean, you know how this goes. It's nothing crazy. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, not that long later, we have now covered up the entire track, and yeah, I really like how it looks. But the final thing now we need to do is replace this mannequin. And ages ago, I made this character right here, this avatar. It's just supposed to be one of the Backrooms guys, the crew members. I do think it needs a bit of a face, but we can change that later. For now, here you go. It doesn't actually look too bad there. And with that, I'm gonna say that this is level 19, aka the attic, finished and completed. I wasn't expecting us to finish a level this quick, but it's an attic. I don't know what else I could have done apart from build an attic. Although this might not look like a lot, I feel like it'll be real sick in the final POV, especially this part right here, because I could do like a whole bunch of sound effects, like whispering, like to sort of sound like you're going kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Definitely go comment down below if you have any ideas for what level I could do next. Thank you guys so much for the support on this series. I absolutely love this. I cannot wait for that final POV. It's going to be like nothing I've ever done before. So if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss that. And yeah.